Next tonight to the second part of our A to Z series, visiting towns and villages right across our region.
Yep, we're on B, and for B, we've been to Broughton in the Scottish Borders, where, like many rural areas, some services are in decline.
But the population is growing, and that's largely due to the community spirit in the area, as our reporter Isla Todd has been finding out.
Broughton's population has risen by more than 40% since 2003. This village has grown from 300 residents to 436, according to the latest census data. But despite more people living here, that didn't stop the local shop from closing down in 2018. So it was make or break time, and thus the very successful community shop was opened a year later.
It's not just the shop kind of thing. We are like the hub of the village. We have a wee name, a good name for ourselves with the passing trade that we get with the takeaway side of things. We do we get local produce as much as we can. We get lovely breads on a Friday. We have cakes, pies, and sort of sourdough breads. So yeah, it's not just the shop here. It's like more than everything. It's all in one package.
While the shop is likened to the hub of the village, it's busy and there's nowhere to mingle. But other residents have plans in the works for that too.
The village hall put up that this cottage was available, and they asked people to put in a tender for what they'd like it to be. And at that stage, me and a couple of other people were like, well, this is our opportunity to open a pub. So it's a very small pub. It will only take about 22 people, I think it's its capacity. Currently, it's in a big open state, and now we're looking to get tenders in to get the place fitted out and ready for hopefully opening sort of end of the summer.
Broughton also successfully bought a local woodland at the end of 2024 after months of successful fundraising.
It's a place that people have walked since it was planted on farmland, sort of since the late 80s. But the previous private owner had put it up for sale. He was super keen for it to be bought by the local community and really waited for us to get our act together. It's a really nice spot to be able to take young children to walk dogs because there's no livestock. That's often one of the problems, isn't it, about living in rural areas.
Broughton has a successful community store, local woodland and a community pub in the works. When Ian first moved here, he got a taste of what it was like to be part of this community by going along to an event at the village hall, something he's also a part of, as well as the community woodland.
People are really made to feel welcome. That's how I got involved, really, through the annual flower show and the village show, where you bring your fruit and veg and your plants to sort of celebrate the fact that all summer long you've been avoiding the rain and trying to put things in a greenhouse. And that's one of the things I think local organisations are really looking for right now, is for people who are just wanting to get involved and become members of committees and make these things continue. Because if it wasn't for folk putting their hands up and volunteering, then actually none of this stuff would happen.
It's a rural community that's bucking the trend. Not without its challenges, but people are seeing the residents of Broughton band together and are moving here because they want a piece of that togetherness. No wonder its population is growing. Isla Todd, ITV News. You know where I am.
We're loving the Broughton, aren't we?
Beautiful
Loving
Broughton.
Look great.